Hey guys, I missed you. Welcome back. It's a beautiful evening we have going on here today, or morning, night, midday, whatever that weird time around like in the middle of the night when you wake up and like everybody else is asleep, but you're like, it feels like the world's frozen still, and you're just like, whoa, what's going on? It almost feels like an eerie blue is the best way to describe it, and you're just like, man. I like literally froze time and like I can do whatever I want right now. You know, those strange hours types things. Kinda? No? You don't know? Well, it's how I feel at times. But whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you're having a fantastic time with it. And yeah, today I'm curious as we go through a little garden right here because we have some fruit and some mostly not fruit. What is your favorite fruit? There's no innuendo or anything special about that question. It's just straight up. What's your favorite fruit? Me, specifically, I couldn't tell you specifically one fruit over any other right now, probably. I've always liked grapes, but beyond grapes, I'm a big fan of lots of fruit. Actually, right now, my favorite fruit are those mandarin oranges, specifically the ones that you find in a can. Like, I love those things so much. Like, I'll go to Walmart and I'll get their brand where it's just like mandarin oranges in like water or fruit juice, one of the two. I can't remember what it is. Never the heavy syrup because I try to be a little bit health conscious, if you know what I mean. Not really, but still. And I'm just like a big fan of those. What do you call them? Types of fruit. They're just really good all the time. Like I eat them like straight out of the can too. Like guiltless and blameless, just right out of the can. I don't care. I'm like literally like I will crack open the can because they're peel tops. You don't need the can opener, and just eat. Like I drink them basically. Like you swallow the solids and you drink the juice along the way, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I love it so much. So that's probably my favorite fruit right now. Is that. Beyond that, historically speaking, I've always liked fruit, but there's certain fruits that I've never liked, and other fruits that I have liked. We're in tarantula season. Look at us. I love watermelon, but I don't like melons. Like. I've never liked cantaloupe or honeydew. I can't stand them. I don't like them. Like we used to get these little fruit cocktails or fruit medleys. Medleys? Is that what they're called? They used to sell them at Bill Miller's. I don't know if they still do. And I don't know if you know what a Bill Miller's is, but assuming you do, it's a barbecue joint. And the fresh fruit was popular for kids, I guess, because that was the only thing that wasn't barbecued on the on the menu. And like kids can be a little bit picky at times, but that was spooky. Look at this guy. Hold up. He's ready too. This will be our first tarantula, guys. Let's just creep on him a little bit more. Aha, yoink. Good job, guys. But anyway, going back to the fruit. Broke my net too. I should probably replace that super soon. Yeah, we'll get around to it. But going back to the fruit, I've never liked honeydew or cantaloupe, but they would come inside these fruit medley things, along with like 5 grapes. I think they had peaches in them. Might have been peaches, or might have been something else. But the piece la resistance was the like one cherry you got in the whole thing. It was usually like a half a cherry on top of that, so it's like you didn't get a whole lot, but I enjoyed those things, and I would always leave the cantaloupe and the honeydew behind. It's weird though, because like my sister, she loves like cantaloupe. I don't know if like loves is the word, but she really likes them, and I can't stand them. I've never been a cantaloupe / honeydew fan. But each their own when it comes to these things. It's like it's like any other food, but I've never been a fan of what would you call them, like fake fruit. Like, by fake fruit, I mean, like, I've never been a fan of, what are they called? Those popular fake fruit is, like, tomatoes, right? They're technically by definition fruit, but are they fruit? I mean, technically, technically they are. Okay, hear me out as I babble on. Apparently, there's a term when trying to decide whether something's a vegetable or fruit, and there's what they call like the culinary term, and then they have what's referred to as like the like I think it's like the etymological term, something like that. I don't know. But for simplicity's sake, we'll say the culinary term and the technical term. And what we're saying is there is something that is a fruit, technically speaking, like it is the part of the plant that comes from the flower and it carries the seeds. It's the fruit, something that you would consider like pretty obviously like apples, tomatoes, not tomatoes. I mean, I guess tomatoes are technically what I'm trying to get to when I'm talking about like culinary fruit. Where am I going with this thought pattern right now? Okay, so a culinary fruit are all the things that you would traditionally believe to be a fruit. That being apples, cherries, strawberries, peaches, pears, all those things. Those are the culinary fruit, but a technical fruit would be all the things that are technically fruit, so it includes everything, but it also includes all the things that are what you wouldn't consider a fruit off the top of your head also probably. And those are things like the prime candidate are tomatoes, right? A lot of people they hear tomato and they don't think like, oh yeah, it's a fruit. Like it's the most common one that where you're like, is it a fruit? Well, technically it's a fruit because it matches all the criteria of everything else that you consider a fruit, but they're not like what most people would consider a fruit, right? I'm sorry right now. I got like this cough in the back of my throat. It's like an itch, and I'm like trying not to just like destroy your ears with that coughing ASMR. Hoping it will like subside. So sorry if I'm like taking these awkward gasps and like, do I need to mute the mic and cough like really hard, or are we good? Can we get power through it? But other things that would be considered, just right back on topic. Other things that would be considered like a technical fruit would be like pumpkins are technically fruit because they are the fruit of the pumpkin plant. Also, other things you might overlook like trying to think, squash, zucchinis, cucumbers are fruit, which makes pickles fruits as well. All these things are like they're technically fruit because they meet the criteria of just being the part of the plant that comes from the flower that then spawns the seeds and whatnot. Like these are all like technically fruit. So like all these things, like what would you might if you take all these things into consideration? Like what might you consider as like what are your favorite fruits if you had to like consider all these things also? And like I feel like that really dives into it because like somebody might be like hold on. All right, I couldn't hold it. I had to let that cough out. Oh man, it was bad. But I feel like way better, and I forgot to buy a net too. Whoops, whoopsie. Like let's think about it this way: both a pumpkin pie and an apple pie are both fruit pies. Like ponder that for a moment, right? Other things to consider. Man, there's like a whole list of them. Now there's other things that I'm not quite sure what is a fruit and isn't a fruit. Like I don't know if corn's a fruit or not. I know for certain stuff like potatoes and onions are not fruit because they aren't parts of the flower of the plant. They are parts of the what's it called? Oh, the root. Pretty celery and lettuce. They're like just the leaves, so they're not fruit by definition. Also, so you don't have to worry about those things. But trying to get back on topic. My favorite fruit, hands down, mandarin oranges right now. It wasn't always that. I think grapes always were more or less like one of my favorite. They even still are. Like if you put some grapes in front of me, I'll go chow town on some grapes. Um, Another one oh specifically when I was a kid, I preferred green grapes over red grapes. But like as an adult, I prefer red grapes or purple grapes, if you would. It's so weird. We call them like green grapes and red grapes, but they're like when you think of a grape, you normally think of like um, purple usually. Like when we look at a grape soda, it's that artificial purple color. So I don't know how we have green grapes and red grapes, but the universal acceptance is that grapes are purple. Like, I mean, I get that that's what the red grapes are supposed to be, but we call them red grapes. So, like, are they red? Are they purple? Like, what's going on here? Like, you tell me. Um, I mean, I know either which way they're delicious because the red grapes are usually a little bit more sweet than the uh, white grapes. Oh, that's a weird thing. Green grapes, or are they white grapes? Like, from what I've seen, it's red grapes and white grapes, even though they're green and in theory purple. So like I don't know like which is which, but I know that the white grapes tend to be a little bit more tangy and sour at times than the red grapes. So I prefer the red grapes. Though I do appreciate a mixture of grapes. Like if you give me a cup that's like maybe 70-80% red grapes and then like the last 20-30% are white grapes, that's great because like it has a little bit of contrast. I'm sorry, I've become a ratatouille over the years, a Remy the rat from Ratatouille, where I'm just like I feel like he's my spirit animal, where I'm just like I could see myself as just a rat like holding like a block of cheese and like a grape in the other hand and like one of these things is oh yeah, this one's where it's at. Well, yes, you got to actually try these things. You can't just scarf them all down. You gotta be more intentional with the food that you eat. And I'm like, I feel it coming on. But oh, I'm trying to pick that up. This one. So like that's me. I'm a snooty chef. And by snooty chef, I mean like I'm always down to like I love cooking. I'm not gonna I'll be quite honest with you guys because I don't want to offend anybody who likes my food. I'm not the worst chef. I'm actually probably, not too shabby. I'd say, in all honesty, without any formal training, I'm probably like a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. And that's assuming that, like, a 0 is somebody who burns popcorn in the microwave. And, like, a 10 is, like, a Michelin star chef. So, like, if that's the gap, I'm closer to the Michelin star chef than I am to the person who can't cook at all. Like, I think I will never have an issue preparing food. Like it's not the hardest thing in the world for me. I can make some food and I can make it pretty alright. Like here's the litmus test on cooking. Can you make a steak? Someone's gonna say it's like, oh yeah, it's just like you just put meat in the pan, bro. You already proved you can't make a steak. Um, if somebody's asked you, is like, hey, can you make me a steak? And you say, like the proper answer for somebody who is a cook at heart, if somebody says, can you make me a steak? Isn't yes or no, it's how would you like that? And you'll know if you can cook or are a good cook if you don't care what the answer is, you got this. And for me, I'd say I got this. I learned it. I learned it at a restaurant that I worked at where I got to be the cook before I got to be the manager, and I got to learn like a whole bunch of tricks of the trade on like how to properly make a steak, like using the palm test, the finger to palm test, where if you like, what you do is you pinch your like make like an OK sign, right? Or no, don't do it. Just hold your palm out and you uh, press your finger into the meat of your palm, like right at the base of your thumb. That is a rare steak. And then if you then make the OK sign with your finger, you can press that. That's medium rare. Your middle finger is medium. Your ring finger is medium well, and your pinky would be a well steak. And anything tougher than that, you done flubbed up, bro. Like you done messed up. You didn't make it as well as you would have liked, and that's okay though, because I'd say a good portion of the country cannot make a steak. So let's reassess my cooking abilities and say that I'm probably more of a 7 out of 10 rather than a 6 out of 10. If I can make a steak, and I think that's a high standard. Now, when it comes to all the other things, I struggle. I'm not the best in the world. Like, there's lots of really complex dishes I'd like to learn how to make. Like, uh, the Gordon Ramsay special, the beef Wellington. I'd love to make that one day. Simpler dishes, if you want to call it simpler, little air quotes if you can see that. I made a ratatouille. I made an eggplant parmesan. I want to make it into a sandwich. It's called like the eggy parmwich type of thing. I want to try that someday. Um, though, admittedly, I suck at frying, deep frying. But I feel like one of the big issues is that I'm learning like new recipes on an average kitchen. Whereas like if I had access to like all the professional things like actual deep fryers and like a flat top, that'd be great. Like I can't make an egg in a pan. Oh man, probably should like rename this episode's topic. Like what's it called? Instead of like what's your favorite fruit? Can you cook? That's what we'll do. We'll talk about that on Thursday. We'll talk about can you cook. And honestly, there's no wrong answer because the worst thing you can do is, in any aspect of life, the worst thing you can do is lie. If you can't cook, just be honest and say you can't cook. There are things I can't cook, and that's fine because like I'd rather be honest and say yeah I can't cook that rather than say yeah I can cook that or sure I'll give it a shot, and then somebody's depending on me to not kill them, and they're like yeah about that. I'm not sure how to feel about what he did. So if somebody asked me to cook them something and I was unfamiliar with it, I'd just be like, it'd be one of those kind little, thanks but no thanks. I can't cook that type of thing. But if we're gonna say that for Thursday, I should probably like get back on topic, right? So fruits. Let me think of which fruits I haven't tried yet, because I'm sure there's gonna be something in the section, in the comment section that someone's gonna bring up that like, oh, have you tried this? And like, I've actually never had that, so I don't know. Like, I've had dragon fruit flavored things, same with passion fruit, but I have never actually had either of them. Um, Let me see. Um, Trying to think what other fruits I haven't had. Like weird things that I've had like very limited supply. I've had a lot of blueberries here and there, but I've never really had raspberries by themselves. I usually have like a medley or a raspberry flavored thing. Oh, I missed out. One of my favorite fruits, probably my favorite fruit of all time, hands down. Like I love mandarins right now. I like grapes as a kid, but there's one fruit I can never get enough of. It's watermelon. I love me some watermelon. It's more water than fruit, but it's absolutely delicious. And I'm about ready to like, I could lose some weight. I'm about to go on like an all watermelon diet, where it's just like, what do you eat for breakfast? Watermelon. What do you eat for lunch? Watermelon. What do you eat for a midday snack? Watermelon. What do you eat for dinner? I'll have like a steak with some potatoes probably, but then I'll chase it down with some watermelon. Like, oh man, it's so good. It's like practically free too. That's the best thing. Like not free like money wise, but like if you're like worried about your what's it called? Your calorie intake, watermelon is like literally they're more water than fruit, so you don't have to worry about tacking on a whole bunch of extra pounds just because you went back for seconds, thirds, fourths, or fifths with your watermelon. They're just good as they are. Like, you don't have to worry about these things. So that's probably like hands down my favorite fruit of like all time. So like if I could get some watermelon, I'd be happy. Like if my birthday came up, which it's next month, I won't tell you when. That's for you guys to guess and maybe find out. But if for my birthday, literally, my family just like got a whole bunch of watermelons, wrapped them up, and just gifted them to me, I'd have zero complaints. Like if for Christmas I just got more watermelon, I'd be yeah, boy, I got me some watermelon. Like I can't be upset and have watermelon. It's just you can't do it. 0-0. You can't do it. There's no way for me to be upset if I have a watermelon. It's just people who know me, they might be like, bro, you like watermelon that much? I'm like, bro, you don't know me then. Is there something about it? Like, I got sensitive teeth because I was really, really bad as a kid. That's the best way for me to word it. Um, but like, yeah, so I like watermelon because like it doesn't hurt my teeth. It makes a great smoothie if you want it to be that way. It's I've seen people who like try to what's it called? Use watermelon as like a vegan steak. I think that is a big missed steak. Haha. But you know, puns aside, no. I was like, I like watermelon. I like steak. I would never substitute a steak with watermelon. It's just blasphemy. Like personally, you know, agree to disagree. If you support veganism, that's not a bad sign for you. And I don't judge you as a different person just because you like veganism. But for me personally, I don't like it as a personal choice. I'm not a big vegan fan. All I want, like, I get upset at times. Like if you put food in front of me and there's no animal that was involved in it, I um like if you want to make me a fancy dish, I expect there to be like some sort of like animal involved, which is kind of funny because like I made ratatouille and it was actually pretty good, and it is, to my knowledge, inherently a vegan friendly dish. It's there's no oh oh that is terrible, but we'll wear it. Um, there's no meat inside the dish, right? So it's just just like a nice friendly dish that you can eat as is, without having to worry about like adding like anything extra to it. And I still had to make some chicken to go with it because like I was like, it seems good, but like I would rather like just have some chicken with it too. That makes it so much better. But that's just my personal preference on that one. But where was I rambling off to? Oh yeah, watermelon. I've seen people who would like try to make like vegan style steaks where they just basically just use watermelon instead of meat. And let me tell you, they do some pretty good jobs. Like they get the grill marks and whatnot. They really make it look the part. But the problem with making it look the part is it never will be the part. Like as delicious as you can make a watermelon and you can season it and do all the cool like uh, seasoning, meat flavored things, whatnot, it's never really gonna have the same texture or flavor that a legitimate steak will have, right? So it's just like I feel like you underserve yourself and underperform the dish when you don't actually use the real thing. I think that's the biggest problem that people have at times. It's like look at the most basic thing, right? Holy cow. He is upset. Oh my goodness. Is he gonna run at me? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get this one, guys. I might. He's a little bit more docile than the last one. I'm gonna name it Quentin. Quentin Tarantula. Yoink. And that's one for the collection. But what was I saying? Something about it's like the most basic thing. When you have a drink and you have the naturally sweetened version, whether you use like I don't know, cane sugar or a fructose corn syrup, you compare that to the version where it's what's it called? Where they use like stevia or whatever, like one of the fake artificial sweeteners. There's a big difference in it, and you taste the difference. And that's the same thing when it comes to like vegan stuff. If like you take the meat out, then it's like okay, cool. Like there's a big difference between like this thing and whatnot. You're gonna taste whether there is actually meat in it or not, and if there's no meat in it, it's just gonna make a big difference. So as much as I love watermelon, I would try a watermelon vegan steak. But if I was I would try it when I'm feeling adventurous. But if I'm looking for a steak, I would never try it because I want the steak experience. I don't want the fake experience. You know what I mean? So I can try for. I'll try it on a good day when I'm just like not really expecting anything. I just want to see what it tastes like. But if I want a steak, I'm not going to downsell it by having my expectations to be meat and then not have a meat experience. If you get what I mean. But I would definitely enjoy it. Watermelon pairs greatly with two of my other fruits that I kind of like with them. I'll sometimes make a chicken dish where it's the side is watermelon with some pineapples and some jalapenos, and you cook them all in a pot just to warm them up, get them a little bit softer, and I serve them as a side with the what's it called, the chicken, and it's so good. It's just, maybe it's just my Texan blood, but I'm just like, it's absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it someday, because like for me, 10 out of 10, great dish. Looks like this little island over here we got. Nothing spectacular, no. We have oh cool, we got a fruit salad. We can't make it because we don't have peaches or pears yet, but oh no, we have pears. It's what's the other one? It's not apples. Oh, oranges. We don't have peaches and oranges yet. So we'll just have to deal with that for now. But it's a cute little item. We got carrots here, so there's nothing. Oh, bro, I'm just like playing games with these stupid tarantulas. Oh no 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 no. Oh, bro, it don't gotta be like this, guy. My guy, it don't gotta be like this. It don't gotta be like this, guy. No no no. Please, please, no. You don't want this. Oh, he's still after me. Oh, that's... That's the way the cookie crumbles. Bro, I was trying. My bad. Yeah, you got me. I was not expecting him to be there. I mean, yeah, it's my fault, but, like... Let's not have that happen again. I mean, fortunately, it's not like the bees where, like, you know, they leave a lump on your eye after they sting you, but it does also stink that, you know, you instantly get incapacitated by them, though, so... I guess that's the clip, right? Oh, man. Remember that time you tried to outrun a tarantula and you actually did? Except you didn't, and he's bit you anyway? Yeah, whatever. The less spoken about that, the better. Oh, man. That's one way to end it. If we're streaming, it's like, yeah, end the stream. Ban that tarantula. He's making me look bad. Like, of all the games to look bad in, Animal Crossing, really? Thanks for nothing, tarantula. Ban that tarantula. But all things considered, all I'm going to do is just return to the island, and we sell the carrots. Yeah, I'll probably save them for the next episode. So, you guys, thanks for visiting this cute little island with me. Let's ignore the part where I got bit by a tarantula and just focus on the part where I looked absolutely stylish, right? Not really. Look tacky. My Temu suit. Whatever. It looks good. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful night. Love you guys. God bless. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I always look forward to these moments that we spend together. You guys definitely are the highlight of my day and my night. And well, I just kind of really appreciate being able to have these moments. So until next time, you know, you guys are absolutely wonderful. And yeah. I'll see you real soon. See you Thursday.